Okay, so my name is Andrew George. This is my client, Mark Cleary. We're going to be doing a quick little case study over what we've done together. We've been working together for 2 to 3 months.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, Mark, tell us a little bit about what you do and how long you've been doing it.
I've been an in-person personal trainer for nearly 12 years now, full time. Went into business on my own after working at a commercial gym for 9 years. Good Life Fitness in Canada. It's like a huge corporation here. We got like over 400 gyms here. I always wanted to do online training, but the part of the contract I had with them was I wasn't allowed to do that or offer that service to people.
Mm.
So when I eventually went on my own, once COVID happened, kind of forced me to kind of go on my own to because all the gyms were always closed. And then I ended up offering online training and used the Trainerize service for that. And then Andrew reached out to me and helped me out with some case or not case studies, but like some different ideas he helped me out with for free that really started to help my business grow. And then now we've been working together since I think it was around the start of October.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because we started working. Basically, we got you set up with the Instagram system at first. I showed you some of like, offer refinement, things like that, and then we and move forward to there. And we're going to definitely be doing stuff over the next year, hopefully.
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
For sure. Can you tell us a little bit about where you were like before we started working together in terms of, you don't have to get into numbers if you don't want to, but kind of where the business was at, how you were feeling, and everything like that.
So, well, I don't mind talking about numbers with it. So, roughly, it was about 3,000 to 3,500 a month is what I was bringing in, mostly off of reoccurring payments. Every once in a while, I'd have a new client sign up, but I never was selling any year programs or anything like that. It was always people signing up for my monthly.
Hmm.
Um, and then, as I mentioned to you earlier, we had like a $12,000 month last month, and then it was almost a $10,000 month in October when we started working together. And then this month too, we're just over halfway there, and I'm only a few thousand away from making another $10,000 a month, which I'm positive I'm going to. You helped me out with the approach on how to offer something to my clients and my social media following people, something with some free value to it, or it was free, but it still offered value to my services,
Hmm.
and it was able to actually start flipping those clients into actual paying clients, which was awesome.
Right.
Get different ideas on when people said no, another way to give them another offer, and then they'd come back, and then I ended up signing people on. I've had reoccurring or clients that had started with me on the monthly program came back, asked me for some free advice, and then joined back up with me. So I had clients come back, which was awesome. And then now with the new program, the New Year's program that you helped me, the idea come up with, this is the first time that I've actually started selling like full year packages. The way that you have me give me the ideas on videos to post and stuff like that for my audience to actually like want to join for the full year, which like I've never really had people ever. I had like a couple people that was it that had signed up for a full year before, but that was even at a $1,200 rate. Now we're up to $2,000 rate, and it's
Yeah.
having people sign up, which is awesome. So it's been a lot easier way to increase the revenue monthly, but it's been just a lot easier. Like the way that you have me word my posts and stuff like that, and like people want to join up for the full year. Like with the New Year's program, instead of thinking it was a monthly thing, it's like it's for the full year. So people have
Right.
seen that, and it's great, which is awesome.
Yeah, exactly. You kind of just take, I mean, it's essentially the same service. You're still coaching them for a year, but you just package it a little bit differently and you can increase prices, you can increase cash flow like upfront, doing high ticket, paid in fulls. And then yeah, and people are still buying it, which is awesome. And you've
Yeah.
increased your prices, which is great.
Yeah, was another good thing too. So like we even kind of created the sense of urgency last month in November for the New Year's program,
Hmm.
uh, early bird prices, and then I had a bunch of people. I was away in Mexico for the last week of the month, and I came back and I had 9 people's programming to do. It's like because everybody wanted to get in there before the end of the month when the prices went up, and then since the prices have gone up, even I have sold like one-time payment, which is awesome, paid in full packages as well at a higher rate than what I've ever sold it at. So that was
Oh, that's
another
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, when you do like early bird pricing, like saying, and we only gave them like I think 10 days. I think we you launched early bird pricing on like November 20th or something.
Yeah, yeah,
And then yeah, people that one, it increased like your sales from November to December, like just in that 10 days was crazy. And then
yeah.
after, even in December, like now people like are looking at your brand, like it makes your brand look a lot better because now people are desiring you more. Because once scarcity happens and then like the product's gone basically, because like we said, like you're not accepting other clients in January, whatever, the price has gone up or whatever. Um, yeah, it makes your brand look a lot better. It makes you look a lot more high value. and people still will buy even when there's not that early bird pricing because there's that feeling of scarcity.
Right.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm really glad that we were able to like kind of implement the high ticket upfront kind of process, because you can take any business that's a monthly like coaching or service based business, and by switching it to something that's upfront, like paid in full, you're able to collect a lot more cash on the front end and then offer more value throughout the year. Like, sure, you're not technically making as much money throughout the year, but it's better for your brand and you get more money up front to like build out new products and such. So it's really helpful, that kind of model.
And what I like too is it also has the commitment factor of it for my clients, because
Mhm.
it's like if somebody is doing month to month, and I still have lots of clients that do that, but it's like if something comes up and their financial problems or change or something like that, it's easier for them to say, no, I don't want to do this anymore. But you get the one time payment. It's like even if somebody falls off for a couple of weeks, I send messages like, hey, what's going on? Eventually they answer back and then they come back because they still are there. They have that commitment for the full year. So it's like, I know a lot of like somebody like myself is a little bit different. So it's like I like to train every day. It's like a non-negotiable for me. But
Yeah.
there's a lot first starting out with this stuff, right? Like they'll go hard for a few weeks and then they kind of start slacking a little bit. And then if they lose that drive, it's easier for them to cancel on the monthly payment. Where with a one-time payment, it's like even if they start to slack, they fall off, something comes up, they aren't at the gym for a week. It's like they still know in their mind they have that whole year ahead of them. They're going to keep coming back and keep working for it.
Yeah, exactly. And also when you get to increase your prices, one, that's always better for you because you're making more money and being you have more time to serve people, but then also they're more committed. Like that's the biggest deal about charging high ticket. Like even if you had, hundreds of millions of dollars and you were running a business, you would still charge as high ticket as possible, because the more people pay for something, the more committed they're going to be to it and the better results they're going to get. Like that's time after time again, that's proven. So that's awesome. I'm glad that we were able to implement that in your business.
And I wasn't even sure how that was going to work. Like, you know what I mean? Right after
Mhm.
for just start December putting it up, like we raised up $500 for the one time payment. And like, but it was like within the first 2 days, like I sent you a message like, yeah, I just had another one. And then I've had another 6 month one because my 6 month went to $1,100.
Mhm.
Like that too was also, yeah, it helped. It's awesome. And it's good to see that it's working.
Yeah, that's fantastic. What do you feel like is, I mean, if it's not that, what do you feel like is the biggest shift that you kind of made within the business that helped you on the client acquisition side of things?
Making myself more present on like the online as
Mhm.
well. As I mentioned, I was making like 3 grand a month, and that was basically like if somebody's reaching out to me for personal training, I just give them that as the last option if I didn't, because I don't always have availability. So with personal training, I only service long term people. Like the
Mhm.
minimum, I basically it's like I offer 100 sessions, but I let them pay it in 20 session blocks if they can't pay for the 100 sessions up front, but still in their mind they're there for the 100 sessions. It's a long-term commitment. I make it like well known that I won't take clients on for in-person training unless it's a long-term client. Like you can't get good results for people if they're only there for a month, or if they want to buy 10 sessions at a time and
Yeah.
that's all they're thinking their life's going to change in 10 sessions. It's like you can only do so much in 10 sessions, right? So it's like I kind of want to start it, and we have started implementing that, where it's like getting people to think long term with the training, where it was like the New Year's program wasn't like the new month program. It's like this is the new year, whole new year thing. And then also what we have done, the idea that you gave me on that, which is great. It's if I don't get people to hit their goal before the end of 2024, I'm
Mhm.
going to continue
Yeah.
to push them free until they do. But it's like I know that if I have somebody training with me for a full year and they have a 30-pound weight loss goal, as long as they're just and as long as I can keep them accountable, which I 100% can. But if I keep them there, like hitting a 30-pound weight loss goal over 12 months is super attainable. But
Mhm.
it's like if people are just like, oh, I'm going to try this out for a month and they don't see 5 pounds drop on that scale, they're like, oh, this isn't worth it. Right. So it's
Right.
like that, and giving people that offer, it's like it makes them think, okay, I'm in this for the long haul instead of just going in for a few months and trying it out.
That's what I really liked about the kind of New Year's offer. Because originally, when that kind of came to me, because that's actually something I haven't implemented with any of my other clients. You're the first one that I was like, I really want to do this for. Thinking about it, most coaches don't do that because a year long one of payment is going to be an expensive package up front. But then also, most people get scared of a 1 year commitment. But when you think about coaching as a whole, like whether it's fitness coaching or anything else, like anything else you're trying to learn or get better at or break a habit or whatever, like if you're committing to it less than a year, you're really not going to get crazy results. Like that's the only way you can really guarantee results is by sticking to it and being disciplined and continuing to do it. So I was like, why aren't we doing year-long programs? That's fantastic.
Yeah, yeah. totally, I like the way it works. It's totally changing my online training into more of a long-term thing for with people, which is what I want, right? I want long-term clients
Hmm.
because even if they hit their goals, I want to still have them like maintain those goals and not regress back to where they were. Like all of a sudden they lose 20 pounds if that's their goal in the first 5 months, 6 months, at least the next 6 months. I don't like to just keep people in like a maintenance phase. It's like, why not set a new goal at 6 months and try to get up to like hit another goal? If you don't hit the next goal in that next 6 months, you're at least not going to like regress back and put on that weight. You're still going to be working towards something. So, I
Hmm.
mean, long term training is definitely the best way for it. Long term coaching as well.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Is there anything else that you feel like that was super valuable about us working together, or anything additional that you want to add? Because that's basically all I have to ask.
Coach, like, you know what I mean? It's like I'm constantly, it's an accountability for me as a coach, but it's like everybody needs that accountability thing. You're the first coach that I've like worked with, like for I've taken courses here and there with other coaches, but it was nothing that ever held me accountable. It was like, okay, well, I know how to do this now, but it's like when I feel like I have to report back to you, and I don't feel like you got to report back to me, but it's like, you know what I mean? I look forward to
Yeah,
like
yeah, I know what you mean.
10K month that I had last month. Like I was stoked to do that. When I said that, I'm like, I haven't had one of these yet. I'm like, this is great. And we hit 12,000. But like it's same with this month too. Like I can't wait to get that screenshot to send you and be like, again, we did it. You know what I mean? Because if I can do that every month of the year, then that's like for my side business, that's a pretty good paid side business. So like
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
happy with that. So that's the goal. If I can just keep on this 10K a month thing here, and then just keep having fresh ideas for Instagram reels and stuff like that too, and different ideas like what you've been coming up with that have been working. Like everything that you've came up with offering the free advice, and then that's a way for me to be able to flip people back into long-term clients.
Hmm.
Thing that I never ever tried doing, which was sending a video message to people. So it's like it gets personal with them. And like that, I know I helped flip a couple people into like paying clients that were just asking for free advice. So it's like it gets personal. The people are like, I kind of like this guy. He's easy to deal with. He doesn't seem like just some online coach or whatever. Like you get that personal aspect with them. So like everything that you've been like giving me mentoring me on and teaching me how to do this stuff, it's been helping me huge. So like I can't wait to see what we can do here in the new year for sure. Because
Absolutely.
with a whole new business, right? Like last year it was just like, here's my side business. It's like a last resort offer for people, where like the way I'm looking at this now is this can become like, it has a lot of opportunity. Like, you know what I
Hmm.
mean? To really, like if I'm hitting 120K a year, I don't look at it as a side business. That's for sure. Even though it still is my side business, it's going to be a very lucrative side business, which is awesome.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's life changing, and that's my goal. I'm so excited about all that, dude. Thank you for sharing with that.
Yeah, no problem.
That's awesome. Okay, well, we're gonna end the case study here. But yeah, if you want to check out Mark's page, I believe it's Mark_Clary_fitness, right?
Yep.
Cool. And then I'll also link it in the description.
Perfect.
And yeah, and then my page is at Real Andrew George. So thanks for watching this. Hope this provides some value to you, and looking forward to everything we're gonna be doing in the future, Mark.
Awesome. Stay with me, bro.
All right.